Retirement isn't just about how much money you saved. It's also about how many unnecessary bills you stop paying. Think about that for a moment. Every month, millions of women over 65 sit down at the kitchen table with a stack of envelopes. A property tax bill, an electric bill, a Medicare deduction, prescription costs, tax paperwork. One by one, they pay them. Not because they enjoy it, not because they can easily afford it, but because they believe they have no other choice. Now imagine finding out that one of those bills could have been reduced. Another might be covered by a government program, and another may not have needed to come out of your pocket at all if you knew where to look. Unfortunately, that's happening to thousands of women across the country every single day. Not because they're careless, not because they're irresponsible, but because nobody ever told them these programs existed. If we've never met before, I'm glad you're here. My goal isn't to tell you what to do. My goal is to make sure you know the opportunities you've earned after a lifetime of hard work. Today we're talking about 6 bills women over 65 should stop paying, or at the very least, stop paying until you've checked whether you qualify for programs that could reduce or even eliminate those costs. Some of these programs depend on your income, where you live, or your personal circumstances. Others are available simply because you've reached retirement age. Either way, if even one of them applies to you, it could save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars this year. Stay with me until the end because bill number 6 is one that many women overlook, yet it has the potential to make one of the biggest differences to a monthly budget. So let's begin with the bill that frustrates homeowners more than almost any other. Bill number 1. Property taxes. If you've lived in the same home for 20 or 30 years, you probably notice something that doesn't seem fair. Your mortgage may be paid off. Your children have grown up and moved away. Your income has gone down because you're retired. Yet somehow your property tax bill keeps going up. For many women over 65, that's one of the biggest monthly or yearly financial burdens they face. Here's what many people don't realize. A large number of states and counties offer property tax relief programs specifically for older homeowners. Depending on where you live, these programs may reduce your property taxes, freeze future increases, or provide credits that lower what you owe. Some programs are based on age. Some consider your income. Others take both into account. The important thing is this: many of these benefits are not automatic. Just because you qualify doesn't mean they'll be applied to your account. In many places, you have to submit an application. That's why so many retirees continue paying the full amount year after year without realizing there may be another option. Now, I'm not saying every woman watching this qualifies. Rules vary from state to state and even from county to county. But I am saying it's worth making one phone call. Ask your local tax assessor's office a simple question. Do you offer any property tax relief programs for homeowners over 65? That one question could potentially save you hundreds or even thousands of dollars over time. And if you've never asked before, today is a good day to start. Now let's move to a bill that many women don't even see before it's paid, because it's taken directly out of their Social Security check. Bill number 2, your Medicare Part B premium. Every month, millions of retirees receive their Social Security payment. But before that money reaches their bank account, one deduction has already been made: their Medicare Part B premium. Most people simply accept it because they've seen it deducted for years. They assume everyone pays the same amount, and many never realize that some people qualify for programs that can help cover this cost. These programs are known as Medicare savings programs. Depending on your income and circumstances, they may help pay your Medicare Part B premium and, in some cases, other Medicare-related costs as well. The key word here is may. Eligibility depends on factors such as income, resources, and the rules in your state. But here's why I wanted to include this in today's video. Many women never check. They assume if they qualified, someone would contact them. Unfortunately, that's not how these programs usually work. You typically need to apply. So if you're living on a fixed income and your Medicare premium feels like a burden every month, consider contacting your state health insurance assistance program, your state Medicaid office, or Medicare itself to ask whether you qualify for a Medicare savings program. One phone call could give you an answer, and even if the answer is no, at least you'll know. Because peace of mind comes from having the right information, not making assumptions. But if paying for Medicare feels expensive, wait until you hear about the next bill. It affects millions of women every single month, and, for some, there may be a program that dramatically lowers the cost. Bill number 3, prescription drug costs. Let's move to a bill that millions of women over 65 pay every single month. Prescription medications. For many retirees, this isn't an optional expense. These are medications that need to stay healthy. Blood pressure medicine, diabetes medication, heart medication, cholesterol medication. The costs add up quickly. Some women spend $50 a month. Others spend hundreds. And over the course of a year, that can become one of the biggest expenses in retirement. Here's the good news. There is a federal program called Extra Help, also known as the Low-Income Subsidy, that helps some Medicare beneficiaries reduce their prescription drug costs. Depending on your income and eligibility, it may lower your premiums, deductibles, and the amount you pay for covered medications. Many people who qualify don't realize the program exists. Others assume they earn too much and never even check. That's why I encourage every eligible retiree to ask. Because asking costs nothing. But not asking could cost you hundreds or even thousands of dollars over time. You can learn more by contacting Social Security or Medicare and asking whether you qualify for the Extra Help program. One conversation could make a meaningful difference to your monthly budget. Now, if you thought prescription costs were expensive, wait until you hear the next bill. Because this one comes around every tax season, and many retirees pay more than they actually need to. Bill number 4. Federal income taxes. Taxes are something most people simply accept. They assume the numbers are correct. They sign the return, and they move on. But retirement changes your financial picture. Your income may come from Social Security, a pension, retirement accounts, or savings you built over decades. Because of that, the tax rules that apply to retirees can be very different from those that applied while you were working. Many women over 65 qualify for deductions, credits, or other tax benefits that reduce what they owe. Some may even owe little or no federal income tax, depending on their total income and how it's reported. That's why it's so important not to assume you're paying the lowest amount possible. Tax laws change. New deductions are introduced. Income thresholds are updated. What was true a few years ago may not be true today. If you prepare your own taxes, take time each year to review the latest rules for all the taxpayers. And if someone prepares your return, don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask them, did you check every deduction and credit available for someone my age? It's your return. It's your money. And you deserve to understand it. Even a small reduction in taxes can free up money for groceries, healthcare, travel, or simply enjoying retirement with less financial stress. Now, the next bill is one that quietly gets more expensive every winter. And for many women living on a fixed income, it can become a real source of worry. Let's talk about your energy bill. Bill number 5, high energy bills. Now let's talk about a bill that seems to get bigger every winter. Your heating and electricity bill. If you're living on a fixed income, you know how stressful those colder months can be. You want to stay warm. But you also don't want to see your utility bill climb higher every month. What many women don't realize is that there are federal and state assistance programs designed specifically to help eligible households with energy costs. One of the best known is the Low-Income Home Energy Assistance Program, often called LIHEAP. Depending on where you live and whether you meet the eligibility requirements, This program may help pay a portion of your heating or cooling costs directly to your utility provider. Some areas also offer weatherization programs that help improve insulation, seal drafts, or make homes more energy efficient. The goal isn't just to lower one bill, it's to lower future bills as well. If you've never checked whether your state offers these programs, this is the perfect time to ask. A simple phone call to your local community action agency or by dialing 211 can point you in the right direction. You may discover help that's been available all along. Now let's move to our final bill. And this one surprises almost everyone, because many women willingly pay it every single year without realizing there may be another option. Bill number 6, tax preparation fees. Every tax season, millions of retirees pay someone to prepare a fairly straightforward tax return. For some people, that's absolutely the right decision. But many women over 65 don't realize there are IRS-supported volunteer programs that provide free tax preparation for eligible older adults. One of the most well-known is the Tax Counseling for the Elderly program. Another is AARP Tax Aid, which helps many older adults prepare and file their tax returns at no cost, even if they aren't AARP members. These programs are staffed by trained volunteers who understand many of the tax situations retirees commonly face. If your return is relatively straightforward, it's worth checking whether one of these services is available in your community before paying a preparation fee. Again, this doesn't mean everyone should stop paying for professional tax help. If your finances are more complex, working with a qualified tax professional may still be the best choice. But if your return is simple, why pay for something that may already be available at no cost? And that's really the message behind today's video. It's not about avoiding every bill. It's about making sure you're not paying a bill simply because nobody told you to ask questions. If you've worked your entire life, paid your taxes, contributed to Social Security, and planned responsibly for retirement, then you deserve to know what programs, discounts, and benefits may be available to you. Sometimes the biggest savings don't come from earning more money. They come from keeping more of the money you already have. So here's a challenge for you. Don't try to check all 6 bills today. Pick just one. Maybe it's your property taxes. Maybe it's your Medicare premium. Maybe it's your prescription costs. Choose one, make one phone call, visit one website, or ask one question this week. Small actions often lead to meaningful savings. And if today's video helped you, share it with another woman over 65. She may be paying one of these bills right now without realizing she has options. If you're new to Benjamin Brooks, I'd love to have you here. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell because I upload a brand new video every single day covering Social Security, Medicare, retirement, senior finances, and government benefits, all explained in plain English to help you make informed decisions and keep more of the money you've worked so hard to earn. Thank you for spending part of your day with me. Take care of yourself, stay informed, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.